All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Legacy podcast. I am your host, Jason. We're jumping right into it today. Guys, today is March 6th. Feel Good Friday, baby. Listen, this is what we do every Friday here at the Legacy podcast. Get involved. We get a positive story from the week. We get a positive message that we want to talk about. Because over here, we truly believe that as we get happenings in life, and as we can create things that happen in life, guys, the more positive stuff we do, the good stuff that we do, the more people want to talk about that, the more people want to see that, the more people want to do that. And that's what it's about, man. Listen, this one's out in Colorado this week. They're deeming it the Classic Car Parade. This man's granddaughter, through social media, which once again, guys, we talk about having access. We talk about availability here and being able to connect with each other all the time through this podcast, through any social media interaction. If we have this stuff, guys, we have to use it for good. Because just as much, guys, we could use it for the nonsense, and we can use it even to spread hate, which is not what it was meant for, but is a lot of stuff on the internet and through all this other avenues that we don't need to be preaching. Because if we have this stuff, these tools, these resources, we need to be able to use them to connect, to support, to reach better, guys. And this is once again a story that involves that. And all social media stories should involve that. But unfortunately, right now, we're in the place where we're still figuring that out. And just as much as you wouldn't do that to someone's face, you should not be doing that to someone online. Because the same things you're putting out into the world, whether it's through social media or whether it's through in person, guys, that's going out into the universe. And so what it is that you're saying, that's being replicated back into the universe. And we talk about positivity here, and we preach positivity here because that's what we want to see. That's why we propagate these stories. That's why we talk about stuff like this, is because that's what we want to create in the world. What she wanted to do, guys, she wanted to reach out to people. And her grandfather, who is unfortunately now terminally ill with cancer, she wanted to give him kind of a one last goodbye, a one last hurrah to life. And this is once again the cool thing that we can be doing and that we need to be doing with social media, is putting stuff out here like this. Because her grandfather was such a connoisseur of classic cars, she reached out to people knowing that her grandfather was a connoisseur of classic cars. Can we do one last kind of drive by, giving him, because he's stuck in the confines of where he is now, unfortunately, to give him one last hurrah, right, guys? Awesome. By the way, here too, guys, this is something we need to talk about from the family aspect of life. How cool is it that a granddaughter gets to do this for her grandfather? See, we don't talk about things like this anymore because we've lost the art of passing down and the importance of remembering. And so this granddaughter to do this for her grandfather speaks to how we need to continue on with family here. Because think about what your grandparents went through. Think about all the history we miss out on if we don't get to see things like this, if we don't get to do things like this, especially for the people that we care about the most here, the people that raised us, that raised our parents, and so on. And if we miss out on the art of passing down, we miss out on history, guys. We're not going to be able to have anything of substance here. We're not going to be able to have anything of meaning here because it's just going to be your generation and then it's going to be gone. And we can't have that because it's too important for us to remember, to be able to have for the future, for the next generations, right? And so she does this. And here's the cool thing, guys. They were only expecting a small amount of people to show up. But people showed up, man. And that, once again, guys, speaks to how great we can be doing as we have social media and as we have these new availabilities in being able to access new avenues. to get to be able to do more. And so, shout out to everyone that showed up because this is one of the most inspiring things you can do in life, right? And once again, unfortunately, guys, this is a terminally ill person, but anytime we can do for another here, anytime we can support each other here, to give to one another here, man, that is the part of humanity we don't look at enough. And we need to look at more because that's the whole purpose of being here is being able to connect with people, being able to share and to go through life with people, man. And so we think about it as something so silly as being able to have people drive by in classic cars for one last hurrah, but it's something that's so meaningful. And that's the cool thing that we need to always remember here, that something might be small to someone else, but it might be the grandest gesture to someone quite conversely, right? And the important thing, yet again, to remember is all these things pile up. All these things mean so much more to us when we have stuff that matters, when we have stuff that we care about. Look, guys, we all have the platforms that we have. We all have the ability to interact with our communities. We can all do this, and we can all support each other by whatever platform we have being able to do that. So I implore you, whatever platform you have or whatever you can be doing in and for your community, guys, that's the importance of why we need to keep on passing down of what the importance of family is, of being able to support one another. All these things make us human and make us understand why we're here and what we need to keep on doing to keep on being human and keep on making sure that as we get all these tools, all these resources to keep expanding, we don't lose that human part in us. Because what we're doing for one another, guys, that's being replicated back onto us and back into and passed down into generations. So we got to keep on doing good here, man. It's too important for us to not do that. That's what it's about.